So guys, it's great to see so many of you on here this evening. Thank you so much for joining this Sunday night. I hope you've all had an absolutely gorgeous weekend. It's been delicious, hasn't it? The sunshine, we've been very, very lucky. I hope you've all been out in the sunshine and got some rays, but I also hope you haven't been too distracted and you have been getting your business done. So this evening, what I want to do, guys, is just before we get started, is as always on our Sunday team calls, I want you to drop your win of the week in the comments. Let us know what you are super, super, super proud of. Hold on a sec, super proud of yourself this week, and also give somebody a shout out who is in your team or a sideline or an upline. Hold on a sec. There we go. 979. There we go, guys. Sorry, Simon's just jumping on. So yeah, it's so great to see so many of your faces, and yeah, just give somebody a shout out, give yourself a shout out, comment one of your wins for the week in the comments, and let's really celebrate. It's all about the small wins along the way, guys. It's not necessarily about always focusing on those promotions as a whole. It's about all the little things that lead up to that on the way. So guys, I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. I'm just trying to make sure that Simon can get on. Let's have a look at your comments. So Missy says, I'm super proud of myself for being consistent and real with myself and others. Love that. Claire says, I'm super proud of my team, sharing their June goals and going for it themselves. Also, Claire's team are absolutely on fire with the free sign-ups in the USA. It's going off. So massive shout out to you guys. Emma says that she has got almost all of her trials done for the shake. That's absolutely incredible. Well done, Emma. Missy says, shout out to my mum Susan for getting her heart back in the game. Yes, welcome back, Susan. That's so exciting. So great to have you back. We have then got Kaylee saying, shout out to Jessie for always being supportive and showing up. Absolutely amazing. Jessie, your transformation has been incredible. So yeah, just absolutely love it over the last few weeks. Shafina says, shout out to Holly going international. Whoop, whoop. And on it showing up. Well done, congratulations. This is so exciting. So it's all these little things that we go, oh yeah, just these one little things. These are the things that we can focus in on, and actually it makes us feel so good and realize it's just the small things that we are all doing. It's not necessarily the fact that everyone's getting promoted or everyone's getting 10 customers. It's just those small things that we can all shout out. If you're getting one customer, if you're showing up, posting every day, doing the small things, that's the things that is going to make you super successful over time. It's that consistency. It always beats intensity. So let's have a look at what else. Let me just see if Simon's on. Let's have a look. I'm not sure if Simon's on yet. Hold on a sec, guys, sorry. Okay, so then Claire says, even though I was away this week, I stuck to my DMO, getting shiz done, even with distractions. It's so easy to get distracted in the summer sun. So really well done, congratulations. And getting that, making sure that you commit yourself to that DMO every day is what will build that business over time, guys. So yeah, really well done, Claire. Shout out to Zana for showing up and recruiting too, from Shafina. Congratulations, Zana. Shout out to Fiona for being consistently consistent in her business and paying off as she is going to hit her Partner Plus this month. That's so super exciting. Just bear with me, guys. I just need to mute you for a sec. Simon's just having a bit of trouble getting in. We all used the all stars in capitals, didn't we, for the password? Yeah, I thought so. You can't get in. That's so weird. Bear with me a sec. Sorry guys, Simon's just having a bit of an issue jumping on. I had this a few weeks ago where I couldn't get on the whole team winning power hour from my phone. I'm not sure why. Zoom has been a bit funny. So Jan says, shout out to Yvonne. She has had a tough week. Well done, Yvonne. Really, like, just a massive shout out to you guys. So guys, yeah, we have got Simon Bowler coming on the call, fingers crossed, if he can get on. Now, for those of you that don't know, Simon Bowler is somebody who has endlessly supported me through my 8.5-year journey. And what I can say is that when I was going through the promotions in 2013, you know, I'd hit what was back then direct distributor and senior direct distributor without really even knowing, you know, how or what I'd done. And it's basically their partner plus and senior partner. I then hit the position of sales coordinator, and we went to an event down in Reading, and I was sat in the audience and I got called up on stage to collect a certificate. And I, for those of you that know me, suffered really badly with social anxiety and was so scared. And I got to the front, and Simon Bowler was at the front with his microphone, and he stuck me right under his armpit and hugged me in and just gave me that confidence. And the real beautiful thing about this company is that it really does faultlessly support you on every step of this journey. I've never come across anything like it, and it's because of the support from people like Simon, from my uplines, you know, and other people in the business, that I've become as successful as I have. And the beautiful thing is that we are surrounded by so many people that are on this mission together, you know, who are all here to have a better life, to have better health, to have more money, for whatever the reason that is. You know, as long as you can connect with that why, you know, you can really go a long way in this business. And that is what I've found over the years, is that no matter what situation I was in, no matter how much I was struggling, there was always somebody there to support me. And it was Simon who really, you know, pushed me out my comfort zone. He got me speaking on stage in front of thousands of people in the end. And it's just been an incredible, you know, self-development journey for me, kind of disguised as a business. It's been incredible. And even through those tough times, you know, Simon and my uplines and the corporate team always been there. So, you know, it's been an absolutely incredible journey, and we are so privileged this evening, and I can see him now, to have the amazing Simon on the call with us. So Simon, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, Si, yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. I'm just I'm shutting my laptop down, and I'm just booting it up again, actually, because I'm obviously on my iPhone.
Yeah, no worries at all. I had a bit of an issue the other week jumping onto one of my calls from my laptop as well. So
bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah.
I put all stars in every language, by the way.
Oh, have you?
Every language on the planet, and it wouldn't go through, let me through. So I'm just going to wait for my laptop to boot up again, because I'd rather do it from my laptop. And
yeah, no, that is absolutely fine.
It's a little bit easier for me. So let me see if I can get into my laptop here.
Yeah, no,
Oh, actually, I've done 1,700 Zooms in the last year. It's the first time I couldn't get in.
Really? How interesting. How funny. Perhaps you haven't paid your renewal fee, Si.
Don't ask me why. Yeah, you're the first one to give me a challenge after 1,700 Zooms.
We like a challenge. We like a challenge.
Or maybe my laptop has just got Zoomitis.
Zoomitis. Maybe it's on rest day because it's Sunday.
I don't know. Anyway, so my laptop is just booting up again, so we're just about to get into this. So please bear with me.
That's absolutely fine. So I was just saying to the guys about back in the day when we had conferences at Reading, and we got invited to events, and really, like, I had no idea, you know, what this company was all about until I started to turn up to these events, and, you know, to be surrounded by people. We used to actually have not Zoom calls, but we had Conference Genie, which was where we all used to dial into our phones and jump onto conference calls. And
my God, Conference Genie, I remember those days. Yeah.
It used to cost me more to phone Conference Genie than I used to get paid. It was so expensive to sign on to Conference Genie. And we all used to jump on and listen to, you know, Simon and the leaders speak. We used to get invited to these events, and it was just the most exciting thing. We'd turn up and be surrounded by all these incredible people and these speakers that have had success and had been in the company for years before we even, you know, some of us were even born, which is, you know, totally crazy. And yeah, it was just a journey that I really never imagined that would turn out the way it has, guys. And I know some of you are super new, and some of you have recently only just joined, and it's just so exciting, you know, for what's ahead. And that's why we're so lucky to have Simon here, because Simon's been here since the very beginning, and I'm really excited for him to be able to share some of that story with us, because, you know, when you're brand new, you don't actually realize the depth of this company, and, you know, the growth that it's been on, and the fact that it is a real company with a heart, and it really is here to support us as the ambassadors of the company, you know, every single step of the way. They're always looking to help us, always like helping us to lead forward, to push forward, to do more, to be our best, so we can lead our best lives. And, you know, that's been something that I've loved so much over the years, to be a part of a company that really cares about us. You feel recognized, you feel valued. You know, the product is incredible. That doesn't, you know, we don't need to talk about that, but you know, on the business side of things, there isn't anything like it. And, you know, through the 8.5 years, we've seen people come, they've gone, and they've come back, guys, because, you know, there is nothing like the Juice Plus company. And that's what I'm so excited for you to hear a little bit about tonight. So how are you getting on, Si?
We're getting on, yeah. Can you do me a favour? Just send me your unique link, right? Which is, it's got the password in it, and then that's might just help, because it just will not let me in on the password.
Yeah, just
don't ask me why. I've no idea.
I'll send it to you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, send it to my WhatsApp. That'd be great. Fantastic, Judd. First thing I'm going to talk about tonight is patience. 1 second.
Yeah. So let's have a read through these.
Send this over to my
shout outs as well.
Laptop this way.
Just got a few more shout outs. So yeah, Kaylee says that she's proud of herself for being honest when she needed to carry on because she was away. Yeah, just massive shout out. I think it's really easy to kind of slip out of routine of things, guys, when you are away, but you've done so well this weekend, Kaylee. Jess says, shout out to you, Mills. Oh, thanks, babe. Always message or call away for us. Totally smashing your journey. Yes, leading from the front, guys. There is no other way for me. Jan says she's super proud of being up early and fitting lots in anytime that she gets around this opportunity. Kat says a huge shout out and thank you to Millie. Oh, thanks, babe. You've always been amazing, as always. Thank you for everything. Oh, I love you too. Oh, so nice. Thank you so much, guys. A huge shout out to Shafina for always been an absolute rock. Guys, these are amazing. Thank you so much for giving all these shout outs to each other. And for anyone who's coming to the event in Manchester at the end of the month, it's going to be incredible. So if you haven't got your ticket yet, please make sure that you have got your ticket. Where did Simon go?
Success.
Yes, we're here. Incredible. So, guys.
Good to see everybody on a Sunday evening, and some familiar faces here. Shafina, good to see you. Who else I'm looking around for here? Right, yeah, a few familiar faces. Good to see everybody. How's everybody enjoying the beautiful summer weather after what was, I would call, monsoon May? Felt like that, didn't it?
Yeah, it
really did. Right, can everybody hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, fantastic. I'm going to give a few shout outs first of all, because I did ask Millie this morning and she kindly came back to me. So a bit of a shout out to Sam Harrison. I know Sam's on here. Is Sam here? Hopefully, yeah. Joined at the end of October, hit SSC 2 months ago, and just on her first month of 3 in May. So hopefully a big bonus coming to you. Well done, Sam. Yeah, what are you going to do with all that money? The answer is spend it. We know.
Yeah. I think I've already spent it.
It was, yeah, you probably spent it already. Why not? That's what it's there for, isn't it? Julie Sanderson, Jeanette Armstrong, Jacqueline Franklin for absolutely amazing, being amazingly consistent. Beth Armstrong, Sammy Joe for leading their teams, both hitting QSSC in 4 months. Well done, guys. We've got Kathleen Tyler and Jamie Hunt, a new couple joined in the Bonanza. I don't know if you guys are on. Well done for joining the Bonanza. Both hit Partner Plus in May. Well done. They both jumped on their health journey and are inspiring others and their weight loss and a new healthy lifestyle. Jan Armstrong. Right, sorry, actually Janet. I'm going Jan Armstrong, who shows up every day as an incredible health and body transformation. Well done. Zara George, who joined the Bonanza and is super close to her first promotion. Selena Flanagan joined the Bonanza again, has gone global already, signing somebody up in Australia. Well done. You've gone down under very quick. Jessie Anita, senior partner, social media queen. Why are you social media queen? Because you're on social media a lot, I guess. Queen of the Reels, right. I must watch one of those. It's grown so much in confidence over the last few months. That's been a real product to the product. Claire Tully, sales coordinator, who's done 80 consecutive months of qualifying out for performance bonus. Well done. Way to go, Claire. Fantastic. She's cooking baby number 2. Stone, really? Right, okay, didn't know that. Stone's throw away from QSSC, so you probably need some cash for babies coming along. Kerry Perry smashing her first. Katy Perry. I thought you were going to say Katy Perry then. Kerry Perry smashing her first promotion in May and getting an incredible health results. Tony Hughes building her team, stepping up as a leader, buying a ticket to her very first event, having not met anybody in person yet. Missy Muyuwan, is that right? Maybe. Bringing her amazing energy to the team every day, has always been there to help and support everybody. Shafi, I mentioned you already, always getting out of your comfort zone and speaking on calls. Cat Ward, SSC, who just climbed Ben Nevis. Ben Nevis, well done. But I would classify that as a hill, by the way, not a mountain. Nicole Trickett, who hit Partner Plus and lost an incredible 5 stone. Unbelievable, 5 stone. That somebody's flushed through the toilet. That is a lot, 5 stone. Well done. Congratulations. Great to be here, by the way. And tonight really is, I've already got 30 minutes to go through, get a few truth bombs as well. A few things that might hit a few nerves tonight where you might go, oh, ouch. Oh, God, that's me. Mentioning me. I'm not mentioning your name, by the way. But I really want to come off this call where definitely you feel more empowered to take some action. Number of you might be thinking, actually, you know what? I actually need to press the restart button again. I've been a bit lazy, been off track. In fact, I've just been kidding everybody else. But the important part, I've actually been kidding myself. And the other one really is probably look in terms of you being a better ambassador for the Juice Plus company with your health. Because that's something where we all get off track now and again and need to get ourselves refocused. So for the new people, a little bit about myself. Of course, Millie's probably giving you a little bit of info, but I've been around since Victorian times with Juice Plus, it feels. 1990. Who was not born in 1990? Put your hand up. Zara wasn't, no, right? Anybody else? A few other people, I'm sure. Yes, it was a long time ago. And I started as a partner. Just like you guys, you know, a friend of a friend introduced me, didn't know this guy. He came along, knocked on the door, let him in. His name was Dave Smith, by the way. What an English name, Dave Smith. Came in. We didn't have Juice Plus at the time. We had another product, which was a water filtration system, made bottle quality water from a tap. I was a huge bottled water drinker, loved the product, thought the company was a little bit, wow, I wasn't quite sure. American company? I'm not, it sounded a bit weird to me. No, I'm not sure about this company. So I rang up my accountant when this guy left, this Dave Smith, and said, look, listen, can you get me a Dun & Bradstreet rating on this company called Juice Plus? And he was like, yeah, okay, cost you £60. Came back the next day and he said, listen, it's a 4A2 rating. I won't bore you with it, but it meant the company was cash rich, debt free. So I thought, great, okay. So I rang up this Dave Smith and I said, look, I want to get involved. I want to buy some product. And in those days, you had to buy a package, by the way. So probably most of you wouldn't be on this call now if you had to buy a package. Now, Partner Plus, which was direct in the old days, you guys have been around a while, it cost £3,000 plus VAT to buy a package of products. Yeah, exactly. Claire's going, oh my God, 3,000, I couldn't afford that. Wasn't very duplicatable. Anyway, what I decided to do is you could buy in as a sales coordinator, and it was £15,000 plus VAT, £17,787.20. I remember it to the day. Put it on my credit card. So literally 48 hours, bam, all this product arrived, and I actually got rid of all my product. I retailed it in 48 hours. It was gone. Bam. I mean, I just did all-out massive action. Wanted my money back, of course, as well. And I had 5 people that I knew came in exactly the same level in the first week. So I got off to an amazing fast start. And I went, wasn't QNMD in those days, by the way. It was called, wait for it, Fifth Dimension. Exactly. So any Star Trek friends on here tonight, right? Beam me up, Scotty, because I've just gone. Fifth Dimension, baby. that was it. It was incredible. So listen, first week I went to my first business meeting, and my sponsor said to me, Simon, just let you know, the guy who does the product hasn't turned up tonight. You're doing the products. I was like, what? I don't know nothing about this company. I know the products. He said, don't worry, you'll be fine. There are a lot of slides. Just read off the slides. So first personal growth in the first week, I lost about 1 stone, by the way, I think, doing that presentation. Sweat just perspiring down my face. Anyway, long story short is my business went international pretty quick because the company used the UK as a stepping stone to go into mainland Europe in May of 90, and Belgium was the first port of call. My business went into Belgium very quick, and my sponsor, when I got back from a Belgium meeting, he says, listen, I think you need to go and live in Belgium. And I was like, yeah, you mad? He said, you need to live in Belgium. And I had this real kick-ass doctor in Antwerp that got involved, very successful, very quick. So I spent a year living in Belgium. I spent a year living in Holland when we opened Holland the year after. Then we opened France, went to live in Paris, fell in love with Paris, by the way. I mean, everybody loved Paris, fell in love with it straight away. Beautiful place. Did a year and a half in Paris, had to learn some French there because you can't get away with ropey old English in Paris. Got a couple of French girlfriends. Don't tell my wife, by the way, she's in another room. And you know what? Had a blast, absolute blast in Paris, unbelievable. We worked like dogs, but you know what? We had an unbelievable balance of fun as well. There was about 6 or 7 English guys at the time living in Paris. Anyway, my business the year after, when we opened Hong Kong, went into Hong Kong on its own energy. And I decided to go and support that business. So I jumped on a plane, all my worldly belongings, and I got a one-way ticket to Hong Kong. Bam, got off the plane there, and it was like, oh my God, I was just like blown away with the whole place. And I did 2.5 years living in Hong Kong, did lots of traveling around the area. Business was amazing, had this unbelievable flat apartment looking over Hong Kong Harbour. And I got a phone call in August 96, and it was from my upline, guy called Shay O'Brien. You might have heard his name. He's still a shareholder in the company. And he said, listen, Simon, the Americans have decided they are going to sell the European business and let European people run it, local people running it. And I was like, okay, great. What are you ringing me for? I want you to come and get involved with me. And I was like, no way. I mean, are you mad? I'm having the blast in Hong Kong, right? Footloose, fancy free, parties everywhere, money's coming out my ears. It's like, life was just wonderful. So he said, listen, I think you need a new challenge. I said, I don't need a new challenge. I'm happy here in Hong Kong. Anyway, in those days, we had a telefax machine, right? You wouldn't even know telefax. This is before the fax, right? And I had a telefax in my apartment, and it was going all the time. He was sending me all this stuff backwards and forwards. And after 2 weeks, I went, you got me, right? You've worn me down. Yes. And he said, you're going to have to sell your Juice Plus business back to the company. I was like, really? Yes. You can't come on the corporate side and do both. And I was like, okay. So had to sell my business back to the company. And then I said to him, I can't come back and live in England. I've been away for 6 years, right? It's rain, it's dark, it's cold, it's cloudy, it's miserable, blah, blah, blah. He said, don't worry, you can go and live in Amsterdam. I was like, party town, take me to Amsterdam. So I went to live in Amsterdam in August 96. And we were closing a European office at the time. I had a small office in Utrecht, middle of Holland. And then eventually after 6 months, I moved back to the UK. Actually, he didn't tell me that bit, did he? And I basically moved back to Maidenhead. So I live in a small village near Maidenhead. So I'm here sort of by default from 1996. And stayed on the corporate side, basically. And we had a little bit of a buyout in 2012. I stayed on with the company. My partner left the business, but he's still a shareholder. And this is where we are today. I've done a multitude of jobs, from regional director, general manager, sales director, VP for sales for the company in Europe. Now I've got a global role. What does it mean? Make the tea and coffee on a global scale for the company, whichever office I'm in. But I really do get involved now with a lot of global decisions, which is terrific. And it's something I really wanted to do. Once I can find an aeroplane to fly on, by the way, and they'll let me out of the country, I'll be a lot happy to get on some different turf around the whole world. But yeah, so that's a little bit about me. Really exciting life. You know, when people, when you get people ask you, well, what would you change about your life? Actually, I would not change a microsecond of my life. And I can tell you, I had some really tough, ugly times in the early days of Juice Plus. And I can really feel for you guys as well. You know, I was a young single guy at the time and I had so many challenges, but I put myself into that position where I had to learn languages. You know, I was in a different culture, all that stuff there. But for me, it's something where it's made me a lot more of an independent, more rounded, confident person to take things on in life and do things that I want to do. And I don't feel afraid of anything in life, you know, which I think is the way you should be. But you only get that by coming from what I call the school of hard knocks. And you don't become successful in this business, just like any other business, without paying the price for success. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. That's the way, that's the ticket. So Millie, I think tonight I'd like to talk about a few things. I want to talk about non-negotiable. Mm-hmm. What is the number one non-negotiable in this business? Anybody know? Pop it in the comments. Would love to see, right? And get your brains working rather than me just talking at you. What is the non-negotiable, right? Let's see if everybody gets this right. Oh, right. Well done. Yeah, look at this. It's looking good. It's looking good. You ladies are good. You're on point. You're quite right. So it is, you've got to become the best ambassador for the Juice Plus company that you can be. What does that mean? You've got to become the best version of you. So it doesn't mean looking left and looking right, looking on Instagram or looking on Facebook and comparing yourself to other people. That isn't going to work. What is going to work is by you looking in the mirror when you take your clothes off, right, and you've got nothing on, and you look at yourself and go, oh, wow, look at little old me. Yeah, right, I've been working on this for the last 6 months, right? I've got rid of a few little ripples here, little few bulgy parts, right? I didn't quite like, but you know what? God, I look good. I really do look good. Now, on the other side of that, you might be thinking, actually, do you know what? I'm not happy with the way I look. I really don't feel confident. There's a bit of self-esteem there. Not quite, you know, it's just, I'm not in a good place, right? We've been in a lockdown, sat down and watched too much Netflix, right? I've had the crisps out, the chocolates, the biscuits, everything else, right? Trying to make myself feel good by eating unhealthy stuff. We all do that, let's face it. So what I want you to do tonight, I want you to reevaluate where you are and find out what you've got to do, right? And of course, there's no magic dust. We don't have magic dust, by the way, in a carton that comes with your Juice Plus as well. And you throw that over yourselves and like all of a sudden you've got this amazing body. Doesn't happen that way, right? So what I want you to do, I want you to look in the mirror tonight and say, okay, right, Sam, right, Missy, Smita, right, Kirsty, I'm not happy with myself, how I'm looking, right? And what I need to do, I need to work on my Juice Plus glow. Now, if you've not heard about this before, everybody, you will see that's taking Juice Plus, right? And Juice Plus basically is, it's a catalyst, that's the word I wanted. It's a catalyst towards moving you on to a better path of health. That's what Juice Plus does for people. So what do I mean there? You start drinking more water, right? Everybody should be drinking 2 liters of water a day. Everybody should be doing some sort of exercise every single day, right? I do yoga in the morning now, 6:30, right? To help my mental health during lockdown, right? Everybody might want to go for the gym, right? You might not be in a position where you want to go to the gym. You might be too embarrassed or you can't afford it. Fine. Go for a walk, right? If you live in an apartment, take the stairs rather than the lift, right? If you're going to Tesco's, go on foot, rather than the car. There's lots of different things that you can do that's going to put you in that position where in 6 months' time, you're going to have this amazing Juice Plus glow, Claire, Nicole, where people look at you and go, wow, unbelievable. What have you been doing? I want a little bit of what you've got. And that's what is a Juice Plus glow. And it's so powerful. And that is your number one tool in your arsenal to build this business. It really is. Why? Because let's face it, we've been in this pandemic, we still are. Health is the number one ticket now for everybody in the world. My dad is 77, 78, right? His ticket to health was going to the pub every night and drinking 5 or 6 pints. He thought that was healthy. What did he do last March when the pandemic happened? He rang me up and he said, listen, Simon, that Juice Plus stuff that you've been doing for 31 years, can you send me a bundle of it? It took him 31 years, 31, unbelievable. So don't give up on your family, right? It's going to happen. It took me 31 years for my dad in a pandemic, and he's on Juice Plus now. But everybody has got the door open to talk about health products and looking after this amazing body that we're in. So that is number one. This is the non-negotiable, right? You can't think, well, shall I do this or shan't do that? No choice. If you don't do this, you will not be successful in Juice Plus. So Simon says tonight on a Sunday night, you've got to take more action in terms of looking after your body, right? Take all the products as well, because if you take all the products, have a guess what your team do. They take all the products. If you take one product, what will they do? They will take one product. Who would I rather join? I'd rather join a team that's taking all the products. Simple. Yeah, you're going to get more success. Simple as that. So that's number one, right? Number two, if you want to write this down. So be a product to the product, be an ambassador, be the best version of you, look sexy in the mirror. Number two is, what is it? Find your why that makes you cry. Now, yeah, it sounds a bit cheesy, doesn't it? But this is, yes, Missy, this is what is going to keep you in the business when somebody comes around, usually family members and friends, and they give you a good slapping. It's like a virtual slapping. You know what, Missy? You know, Maria, Becky, that business is rubbish, right? It's a pyramid. It's a scam. The products don't work. You don't work. You never were going to be successful. You're miserable, and it's not going to happen for you, right? So they know nothing about the company. They never tried the products. They don't know about network marketing, right? And they probably don't even know much about you in terms of what you've done, but they seem to know everything, don't they? That's it. And then when you're successful, I think you just maybe got lucky. You got lucky. Yeah, actually, you got involved in that bonanza when it was free, actually. Yeah, no, actually, you're just lucky. Simple as that, right? And that's the crazy thing about it. And by the way, ladies, right, your partners, whether it's your boyfriend or your husband, of course, generally, as we know, they're not always super supportive when you start this business. Am I correct? Give me a thumbs up. Not always, are they? No? Right? And when the money's not coming in, it's like, yeah, you know, you said that business was going to be fantastic, right? You're spending all this time on it. You're going to convention here. You're doing this. You're doing that. I'm looking after the kids. You're away enjoying yourself, right? And there's no money coming in the bank. You got it wrong, didn't you? It's another one of those things. And then all of a sudden, the bonuses come in and you start to become very successful. All of a sudden, when you're around friends with them, they go, yeah, you know, that business, actually, that business was my idea that I told Missy to get involved in. It's my idea. I told her to go to that meeting. I told her to go to that convention, take those amazing products. And all of a sudden, it's just their idea. It was bizarre. I mean, what is wrong with us men? But that's generally the way it goes, ladies, right? Anyway, let me get myself back. You have got to find your why. If you've got children, ladies, probably it's generally your kids, because let's face it, as parents, we would kill for women to sort of our kids out. We would literally, as parents, do anything in the world to support our kids. So you might want to send your kids to private school. Might be an option for you. You might want to be taking your family on these amazing holidays, Mauritius, down to the other end of the world, Australia, do some crazy things, right, with your life that gives you these rich memories. And memories are things that people can never take off you, by the way. Unbelievable, right? So that when you go to your grave, you haven't got, I wish I'd gone to Mauritius. I wish I'd gone to Australia, right? You're wishing your life away. You can do these amazing, amazing things with the Juice Plus company. So find your why that's going to make you cry. And that is going to keep you firmly rooted in this business when you're what I call, when you see what's called the new wops. What are the new wops, Maria? Do you know the new wops? No? Okay, Joe, do you know a new wop? Right. Put this down. A new wop stands for negative idiots which influence other people's success. They are new wops. Negative idiots which influence other people's success. And by the way, ladies, sometimes you can sleep with these people as well, right? Some of them can be your partner. Be careful, right? So keep away from the new wops. If they were labeled, I'm a new wop, it'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Be like, oh, you're a new wop. I'm not going to talk to you then. Next, move on. But they're not labeled, unfortunately. You have to find out. So, product to the product. Number 2 was, what is it? It's find your why that makes you cry. Next one is, and this I believe is a big ticket. It's a huge one. Self-belief. If you read all the biographies, look at all the successful people, they are hugely, hugely got massive, massive belief in themselves. And I see this so many times in this business where people get involved that have issues with anxiety. I did. Don't have that self-belief and that love for themselves. And it's a big deal. Now, this is something, we don't come out of our mother's womb, unfortunately, right? And we're full of self-belief. And it's like as a baby, 1 day old, it's like, bam, you all have this amazing self-belief. As a kid, I'm 1 day old and I could conquer the world. Doesn't happen that way. And generally, our personalities are formed mostly by our parents up until the ages of 11 or 12, right? Most psychiatrists will tell you, or those types of people will tell you, when you get to 11 or 12, your personality and your character is pretty much formed and nothing's going to change with that going forward unless you're going to work on it. So unfortunately, we can't pick our parents. You know, they're just part of the deal, unfortunately. But we end up coming up with, sometimes can be pretty much of a carnage of issues. My parents got divorced, by the way, when I was 12, and I had some real issues. In fact, my sister had more issues. She was a lot younger. She was only 8. But of course, when parents get divorced, they don't always think about these things with kids, but it's a knock-on effect. Anybody come out of a divorce relationship? Yeah, Missy, there you have, right. There you go. Lots of people anyway. So we know all that. Right. So basically, what you're going to have to work on is this 4 inches. This 4 inches here, ladies and gents, this really is what is going to take us to success in life, or it could be the other end, failure in life. So we've got to work on this every single day of the week, the month, of the year. It's a continuous thing. We're chipping away at it. How do we get better in personal growth? Now, the amazing thing is, we don't always know about these things until we sort of come into a business like this, where actually it gets talked about a lot on stage. You see leaders going across the stage. They're very vulnerable and they talk about the issues that they had. But of course, the great thing is it's a business of your own, but you're not on your own. There's 5 people above you that have got vested interest in your success. And the great thing is you cannot be successful unless your team is successful. So you've got to work on getting rid of this anxiety, whatever you've got, right? I remember Millie's told me some stories here about the early stages when she got involved. I mean, crazy stuff where she just really didn't believe in herself at all. Here she is now speaking on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people. Pretty amazing. How do you go to work on yourself? Well, like I said, it's basically one day at a time. So what can you do? You can start studying successful people. I mean, I read books. I've read a book today, which is actually John Maxwell, and it's about the 10 laws of successful people, basically leadership habits. Really good. Been out in the sun, and you know, you're feeding your mind with all these things, and this is one little thing that you're going to pick up. You know what? It's been worth it. It really has. So there's all sorts of stuff you can do. You can learn from your upline, upline's upline. You can go to events, of course. You can study books. You can go onto podcasts. But feed your mind with fuel that's going to take you through some amazing personal growth, where you become this kick-ass, independent, successful person, right? That says, get out of my way. I am charging. Nothing is going to get in my way for me reaching my goals. I'm going to come on to this one now as well. Right. Goals. Most people generally go, well, is that goal setting stuff? What a load of rubbish, right? It's American goal setting. Only Americans do that goal setting. Well, listen, we don't have to call it goal setting either. We can call it target if you want. Is target okay? Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I like goal myself, but let's call it a target, ladies, tonight. So what I want you to do after tonight's call, I would like you to reevaluate your target, whatever its goal. So I want you to go back to your vision board. If you haven't done your vision board, you need to do your vision board, Samantha, right? She's going, I've done my vision board. You're telling me I haven't done it. I'm not, I'm just joking, right? What you need to do is do your vision board, or you might need to do a reset of your vision board. If you don't know what a vision board is, have a chat with your sponsor. What I love about vision boards is they are very, very, you've got full clarity, because you know, you've got pictures there and everything, and it's like you're feeding your subconscious every single day. Now you've got your vision boards on there. What is it going to be? There's going to be some goals for your Juice Plus business, right? Some positions that you want to hit. Who wants to get to National Marketing Director? Anybody? Yeah, a few people. Wait, you're not putting your hand up. Some people aren't putting their hand up. No? No? Okay. Becky's like, well, I don't know. Right. She's she's putting one finger up now. It's like, I can't, can you see my finger? Yeah, no, I can see your finger, Becky. Can. Right. So I believe we've got 34 people on here tonight. Every single one of you can go National Marketing Director. Now, are you going to hit it when you want to? Probably not. But you can't hit a target if you don't know when you're going to get there, right? That's it. So if you don't plan, you plan to fail. So you need a target. And what I would do, I told an audience last night, you need some clarity on that target. So I would, right, your husband's going to kill you, by the way, or kill me on this one, or your boyfriend. You need some post-it notes around the house, I would say, in places where you're going to see these regularly. So number one place, where would it be? Certainly in the toilet. We're in the toilet a lot, right? We brush our teeth morning, night, noon and night sometimes. Put them out there. And what you need to do is, if you're wanting to go National Marketing Director, you've got to believe that you're an NMD now. So, husband's shaking his head, Jess, right? I need to have a chat with him. So, National Marketing Director, right? I am an NMD. So tonight, I've made you NMDs in your subconscious. Now, you've got to decide tonight that you want to go NMD, you've got to make a decision and you've got to flick the switch in your subconscious that I will go NMD no matter what it takes. That's it. No matter whatever it takes, whatever comes in the way, right? It's like climbing a mountain, Mount Everest. I'll be on top of that Mount Everest with a flag in the top, or I will be dead in the valley. I won't be at base camp 1, base camp 2, base camp 3, base camp 4. I'm either one or the other. So that's it. Top or dead in the valley. So that's what you need to do. And why am I saying national marketing director? That's the first sort of pinnacle in our business where I do believe you can start taking control of your life, and probably the opportunity where you can turn around to your boss and go, do you know what? I actually love my job, but I hate you. Or it might be, I hate my job and I hate you and I'm out of here, right? I don't know. You might say you both love both. I don't know, and I'm out of here, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm joking. So you've got to take control of this, and I want you to flick a switch tonight. And the reason I'm telling you this, because somebody asked this question when I was at a convention in Nice 2013. It was a question from the audience to a national marketing director panel, and this person went, how do you go national marketing director? And this Irish guy, Eddie O'Shaughnessy, replied, I made a decision. And that was it. I made a decision. Now, ladies, who's married? Put your hands up if you're married. Right? Great. So for your wedding, you knew exactly what you wanted at that wedding. You knew the flower arrangements. You knew what dress you were going to wear. You knew what jewelry you were going to wear for that wedding. You knew what your husband was going to be, what he was going to wear, hopefully. You knew the church. You knew the aisle that you're going to go down. You just had everything pictured in your mind, and it was so powerful. You knew that wedding was going to be unbelievable. That's what you need to do with this business. You've got to have that powerful clarity in your mind with the journey that you are going to take with the Juice Plus company. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I want all of you guys, all 35 of you, to be super successful in this business, right? Where now you're going across the stage with National Marketing Director, I am an NMD, and you're walking across that stage at that massive convention, and you've got all of your team down below that you're looking down as you walk across that stage, and you know exactly what you're wearing when you're going across as a national marketing director, because that is the power of the mind. The mind is an unbelievable thing, and when you put it to work, that subconscious is so powerful. It can do unbelievable things for you. So what I want you to do is to put these things into action. What time are we here? 50 minutes. I'm not long actually, because I'm going to jump on another call. So this is what I'm going to finish off with as well, is a little bit of vision for you guys in terms of where we're going as a company. Everyone needs some vision. First and foremost is we are working on new products. We're going to be introducing a new complete. Yeah. And it's going to be a complete for sports people. And it's called Perform. And it's going to be 25 grams of amazing plant-based protein. Everything's plant-based in it. And we're going to be launching this in the autumn. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be an amazing product. It really, really is. I mean, nothing else like it on the market. So that's number one. We are also launching into new territories, new countries. So we've got a team at the moment, which all they do every single day when they wake up, they think about new countries that we're looking into. So countries like Russia, countries like India, 1.2 billion people, Countries like Brazil, 293 million people. We're not even in South America yet. Countries like Indonesia, huge, huge countries, right? I'm not going to give you any dates when they're opening, but they're on the radar. And we've got so much ambition with the Juice Plus company that you guys can have a truly international business. Even if you didn't know anybody outside of the UK, your business will automatically build on its own energy by somebody that you introduce, who introduces somebody, who introduces somebody, who introduces somebody, who knows somebody in Bangalore, India. And all of a sudden that person in Bangalore goes national marketing director walking across the stage in Delhi at a convention in your business, right? That's how powerful it is if you stay around long enough to see it. That's it. That will happen, I can guarantee you. And it's very exciting indeed. And by the way, you can charge all your expenses off when you go traveling with your company, so you don't have to pay so much tax. Nice, I like that. Exactly. So that's a few things which are coming there. And I'm going to give you a task, right? This is the task for the evening. This is what Simon says in the evening, right? Who's up for this, by the way? Put your hand up. You put your hand up. I'm not even told you what the task is yet, and you're putting your hand up. Outrageous. Could be anything, couldn't it? Okay, here it goes. Right, what I would like you to do in the next 48 hours, and by the way, I'm going to be watching each and every one of you and checking on you, just like that horrible headmaster you never liked. I'm going to be that headmaster. So I'm going to have webcam in your kitchen or something like that, checking out whatever you're doing. But I'll be watching you to make sure that you're not going to be lying to yourself. Okay, what is it? Right, number one is this. Probably the most powerful tool on social media at the moment. A number of you know this. So I'm reminding you, if you don't, Facebook Live, very, very powerful. Why? Because it kicks into all the algorithms, and you've only got to go through your feeds. Facebook Live's popping up there, bum, 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 all the time. Why people don't do Facebook Lives? Because they're frightened to death, right? They think they're going to die if they do a Facebook Live. It's, oh my God, I can't possibly do that, right? People will see me. I will make some mistakes, right? I might start sweating or something, and my mascara starts going down my face there, and I look horrible, and I don't want that. I can't do it. Right, you're going to have to get over that. Right. So it doesn't have to be a Facebook Live, by the way. And people are going now, phew, thank God for that. Because what it can be an Instagram Live. It can be one or the other. Okay, so I'm not bothered, but you've got to do one or the other. Now, a number of you are doing this already. Shafina, she's doing Facebook Lives amazingly, very, very confident. So if you're doing a Facebook Live already, if you've done them, this is the other task you've got to do. You've got to go on Facebook Live or Insta, and you have to do an interview, either with your upline, could be a sideline, or it could be a downline. Okay, yeah, whatever, either or. But you've got to do an interview. If you don't know how to do an interview on Insta or FB Live, just go to YouTube and put in there how to do an interview on an FB Live or an Insta Live, and it tells you how to do it. I mean, it's absolutely idiot proof. How do I know? Because I'm an idiot and I can do it. Yeah, it's simple. It really is. Now, you're going to have to pluck up the courage to do this one, by the way. So what you might need to do, you didn't hear this from me, by the way, you might need a gin and tonic before you do it or something, right? I don't know, but there might be something. You might need a tequila slammer. Right, I'm doing this now. There's nothing going to stop me doing this Facebook Live, right? I feel the power. Nothing can stop me. Whatever you need to do this, right? And by the way, when you have done this, you're going to come off that Facebook Live, right? And you're going to feel like you've had about 10 turbo boosters fitted to your bottom, right? Because you're going to feel that powerful, and just it empowers you so much. I mean, it's unbelievable. and you're going to come off and you're going to go, what was I worried about? Why was I concerned about the whole thing, right? Actually, it wasn't that big a deal, right? We just overthink it. That's all it is. So you've got 48 hours to do this, okay? And what I want you to do is put in the chat, okay, I'm doing this. Why am I asking you to do that? It's because I'm asking for commitment, right? So I'm doing this. Well done, Catriona. Yeah, I'm doing it. I am doing this. And by doing that, you're sending a message to your subconscious again, okay, to make sure that you're not going to get out of it. Now, I will be watching and I will be getting messages back from Millie on this one. And I would no doubt see some of you on FB or Insta. And it is going to change your Juice Plus business overnight. Overnight. Guarantee you. Right? And there'll be some of your team going, oh my God, you did an FB Live, right? I wish I could do that one. What you're doing is you are leading from the front. You are becoming a leader and you're showing your team, follow me, right? I've been frightened to death, right? I mean, I've never been able to do a Facebook Live in my life. Here I am, little old me, doing it. And I feel amazing, right? Yeah, and that's it. And what it's going to do for you also, it's going to get you more business and you are going to become more and more successful in the process. Why? People buy authenticity. We're in the world where people want real people. People buy real people. That's it. So those are the two tasks for you tonight anyway. And I could talk forever, as you probably heard. Been great connecting with everybody. Millie, thanks for inviting me on.
Oh, thank you so much for having us, Simon. I have got pages of notes, and yeah, it's just so, Simon, it's so great to hear your story and just to have your support and to see like really where you've come from and that you're really just one of us, and that's so wonderful to hear. So thank you so much. We love you so much. And yeah, so we just can't wait for the next convention. So fingers crossed, because then it's going to be, yeah, it's just going to be incredible. So yeah, really amazing tips tonight. I'm really excited to see everybody's live videos. So once you've done them, guys, make sure that you give me a tag so I can send them over to Simon, because we're all going to be
looking forward to it.
you.
Anyway, but just
yeah,
to let you know, you will not die if you do a Facebook Live or an Insta Live. You will not die, I can guarantee you. You will want to die maybe when you're doing it, but you'll be fine.
Yeah, it can be pretty scary, guys, but like Simon said, once you've done it, you'll feel incredible and you'll want to just do more. And like, I can vouch for that because I used to hate them too. So yeah, Simon,
yes, I'll be in Manchester on the 27th. Try and keep me away from a live meeting. Like everybody, I've not been to a live meeting for God knows how long. And hopefully we'll cross fingers, we'll get a convention for the autumn. We've got a convention centre booked in. Can't tell you where, but it's penciled in anyway.
Exciting, literally can't wait. Yeah, so 27th, guys, if you've not booked your tickets, go and do it tonight. There's a link in the team group. It's going to be fab, and the tickets are going to sell out fast, and we want to see you there.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a party. It's going to be 48-hour party, I think. That's it.
It's going to be amazing. It's the first time we'll have all been together for what, well over a year, so it's going to be incredible. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. I can't wait to see all your live videos again. Just thank you so much, Simon, for your time.
Guys. Yeah, see everybody. Look forward to seeing you very shortly. Hope to see you in Manchester if you're going to be up there. Get your tickets booked quickly because that will be booked out before you know it.
Good stuff. Cool. Have a great evening, guys. Again, thank you so much, Simon. Have a good one. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.